everybody, welcome to Rebel Junk. My name is Erin. Today we're going to talk about where we find our unloved and unwanted junk that we are going to resell. Real quick before we get into this, I just wanted to mention about 30% of my viewers have not subscribed to the channel. If you enjoy reseller content, so information about items that are selling on multiple platforms, a few instructional videos, and some thrifting hauls at garage sales, thrift stores, auctions, and some estate sales, please consider subscribing below. This is the first in a 5-part series on reselling. So 5 steps of reselling. If you're already a reseller, there's still some hidden gems of information in here for you. So I hope that you will follow along. If you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button below so that you'll be notified when each of the 5 parts of this series is uploaded. In this episode, we're going to focus on sourcing. So where can you find items to resell for a profit? Resellers can find items to resell in a wide variety of places. Those places can be anywhere from their own home to halfway around the world. And they locate those items in several ways. One, by going out to shops in their local area. Some people will travel to get to different places. Some people will look on the internet and have items shipped to them on several different platforms and websites. Let's talk about all the different ways that you can source for items to resell. I'll pop a list up over here so you can see as we go along what we're talking about. Let's start with a common place that people find items to resell. Garage sales and yard sales and charity sales, whatever you like to call them. So typically items in these locations and these types of sales are going to be fairly inexpensive. You're going to find a wide variety. You really never know what you're going to come across. Similar to the garage sale would be an estate sale. So typically an estate sale means an entire home worth of items that are being sold in order to clear out a space and the things are no longer wanted. These can be run by families or by professional companies. Also, along that same line are estate auctions. So let's also talk about just auctions in general. So an auction is run by somebody that's licensed to run an auction, and people go in, they bid and sell the items to the highest bidder. If you've never been to an auction, go ahead and Google search auctions and watch a video of one, because they really are, to me, they're fun. I enjoy going to an auction. It can be a little stressful if you're going there and you have a specific item in mind that you would like. Also, more and more auctions are being run online. So that is another place to look for those. A popular website for auctions is highbid.com. There are many, many more. Auctions can be in person or online, and typically they're going to be at if it's an estate sale, they'll be at the home where the items are being taken out of, and the auction will just be run right at the home. Other places are businesses that actually run auctions, and so all the items come into their auction house and you go there to bid on them. And the other ones are online, so you go in, look at items, and enter your bid on the website. Garage sales, estate sales, auctions, thrift stores. There are a wide variety of thrift stores all over. So you just have to search for them. They typically are stores that are run on donations of items that come in. Some thrift stores are buy and sell places where you can take an item in and sell it to the owner. Some of them are consignment shops where you take an item in. When the item sells, then the store will pay you a portion of that sale. Thrift stores generally are run by charities. There are some national brands that most of us are familiar with. And then if you also look in your area, you will probably find more thrift shops that are run by individual local charities. Places like animal shelters, nonprofit hospital systems, different branches of community service organizations, and a wide variety of other causes, I'm sure. So sometimes you may go in and find items that you think are just way overpriced, and you also might find an item that you know you can sell for a lot more money and find it fairly inexpensive. It's definitely worth the time to sift through garage sales and thrift stores in order to find items that you can resell for a profit. Looking around your house is a good place to find things to sell, especially items that are taking up space that you're no longer using. To be able to sell them and have the cash for things that you currently need or want is a great idea. Sometimes family and friends will have items at their home that they're willing to give you that you can also sell. You can look in places like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, or there's a free app and people are giving away things for free. They're setting them out on their curbsides or their porches, and they just want somebody to come pick them up and be able to use them. And of course, your use would be to sell them. So you can find free items on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, the free app, also the Nextdoor app. So you're typically going to be looking close to your home for something like that. Some people are buying wholesale products to resell, which is typically what you would see at a retail store. They are new products from the manufacturer, and so some individual resellers will purchase products that are new from a manufacturer. There's one unique thrift store model that we are seeing a lot of resellers shop at, and it's called the Goodwill bins, where they just dump items in bins and you go in and shop through those large bins, and you typically will pay by the pound. So antique stores and flea markets are additional places that you can search for items to resell. Some people will do what's called online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. So retail arbitrage is when you go into a retail store and purchase an item that is new but typically very highly discounted. Take that new item and resell it at what a typical retail price would have been. So that's one way to do that. Some stores mark items down low enough on their clearance, or some items are in such a high demand that you can pay full retail and still resell it for a higher price and make a profit on it that way. So you certainly want to do your homework in any situation where you are purchasing an item, even at the thrift store. You don't want to spend $10 on an item and just go to find out that you can only sell it for $2, because then you're going to take a loss, and that's not what we're out here to resell for. Online arbitrage, so if you go online, even to a retail website or even places like Facebook Marketplace, you can purchase items there and then sell them in a different location where customers are paying a higher price. So retail arbitrage is when you're purchasing then from a store location. You can do that also online. So retail arbitrage is definitely an option, and you can do that in store or online. Networking, making connections, finding people that you know are sourcing similar to you but maybe not selling in the same places that you're selling, and that are willing to make bulk deals to get rid of large purchases. If there's a place that you are sourcing your items at and you would like to share that, we would love to hear about it in the comments down below. Certainly being able to find more items to resell is going to be helpful for any reseller. Where else are you guys sourcing from? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for joining me on part 1 of 5 steps to reselling. I hope that this has helped you figure out at least one new source for items that you can resell. All right, everybody. Next up is going to be tips and tricks for getting the best photographs for reselling on multiple platforms. So ideas on how to photograph your items. Join us next time in the second step of reselling for photographing. Until next time, take care. Bye. No, that doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. Why am I like so... I don't know what that app is. So, okay. So free thrift stores. So, antique stores and okay, so that's really awful. Okay, where else? Can you get items to resell? Oh, guys, do you have allergies? Holy cow. I do not know what it is this time of year in the middle of winter, but I feel like folks do in the spring. I don't have allergies in the spring. What are those people called? Is it a scout? I don't even know. I have a lady that does estate cleanouts, and she will call me when she has things for sale. Since I didn't keep track. I didn't keep track, guys. Just talking off the top of my head. Okay, let's try and make this into a video.